Hello and welcome to today's Jacksonville Jaguars Insider Podcast. I am your host and beat reporter, John Shipley, and I have been your beat reporter covering the Jacksonville Jaguars for Sports Illustrated every single day since August 2019, and we are continuing to march through yet another offseason together. As always, Jaguars on SI is your best stop for all Jacksonville Jaguars news and analysis. Jaguars on SI provides you by far the most comprehensive Jaguars coverage you will find anywhere, whether it be locally or even nationally. Jaguars on SI delivers you, the fans, double-digit pieces of content every single day, ranging from video to audio content to written content. And each day, the Miller Electric Center facility and Everbank Stadium have their doors open. We are live, boots on the ground, at Jaguars press conferences, practices, locker room, training camp, and most importantly, on game day, to give you an inside look at your favorite NFL team. So don't forget that you can find us on social media such as Facebook and Twitter at Jaguars on SI. You can also find us at www.si.com/NFL/Jaguars. And most importantly, never forget, all of our content is 100% free for you, the faithful fans of Duval. Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Jacksonville Jaguars Insider Podcast. We are going to continue to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars 9 additions in free agency. We are winding down. We're now down to player number 8, tight end Johnny Mundt. Now, Mundt is somebody who, of course, you'll look at his production, and it's nothing that's going to absolutely make, a statement to you. In his career, he has 65 catches, 547 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's in almost 100 games. The best year he's ever had was with Minnesota these last few seasons. Before then, didn't really have any seasons with the Rams where he really stood out. But these 3 seasons with Minnesota, he caught 55 passes for 454 yards and 4 touchdowns. Obviously came over with knowledge of the scheme with Kevin O'Connell. Came to Minnesota the same offseason Kevin O'Connell did after he left the Los Angeles Rams, working closely alongside Sean McVay. He's a former peer of Liam Cohen. Add in Grant Udinski, who's also been in Minnesota in these last few years. Add in James Gladstone, who was in Los Angeles when, Mundt signed as an undrafted free agent and went on to play for 5 years and 47 games for the Rams. He has by far the most ties to the new Jaguars front office and coaching staff in place of anybody they've acquired. And that does make him an interesting addition just by that alone. There are other guys who have connections, Hunter Long obviously being one of them, Robert Hainsey, etc., but nobody with the connections that clearly Johnny Mundt brings. Both with Liam Cohen, James Gladstone, Grant Udinski. He is somebody who knows this scheme and where the scheme is coming from more than anybody else the Jaguars have brought in. And I think there is intrinsic value in that. I think there's value in bringing a guy into the locker room who knows these people, who knows this scheme. And no, he's not going to be a game changer. That's not who he is as a player. That's not who the Jaguars are trying to make him appear to be either, in my opinion. I'm of the opinion he will be their number 3 tight end. I think that he'll play a decent amount still. Just looking at his snap counts in Minnesota, 38% in 2022, 20% in 2023, 39% in 2024. I'd guess his snap count in Jacksonville will be somewhere in that 30% range, to be frank. So I expect him to be the number 3 tight end. I think Hunter Long is likely the number 2 tight end, even though that's for the semantics. I don't think either one of them is going to have like a super large role in the passing game or anything like that. I think they'll both primarily be used to do the dirty work. That's what Johnny Mundt is. He's a backup tight end who's going to do dirty work. Kevin O'Connell literally would call him the best number 3 tight end in the NFL, which, depending on, how you view that and how valuable that is, I think there's value in it for the Jaguars. His direct quote is, I believe Johnny Mundt is the best third tight end in football. If there's a category for that, Johnny would certainly get that, in my opinion. I mean, he was playing behind TJ Hawkinson and Josh Oliver. It made sense why he didn't have a bigger role with the Vikings. Now, obviously, in Jacksonville, Brenton Strange is going to lead the tight end room. Hunter Long will get in the mix there. It's very likely he plays a similar role in Jacksonville. And I think just in terms of knowing that who they acquired there is somebody who, has the skill set to be a good number 3 tight end, blocks well, can be used in a variety of ways. As a blocker, can be a check down option, can give you some flexibility at the position. He's good at all these things, but he's also somebody who knows the offense, knows the scheme, and knows the people and the culture the Jaguars are trying to create. So for as far as number 3 tight end signings go, I think there is a lot to like about this one. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode of the Jacksonville Jaguars Insider Podcast. My name is John Shipley. Back next time.